Okay. Welcome, everybody, to another Rev Talk. We decided we haven't done cards for a while, and we were talking about the different card decks and how elaborate they are, and some are so simplistic that just get right to the point. So we decided to say simplistic. And we're going to draw from the Creatures deck, which I just have picked up and started using recently. And I really like it because when I do it every morning, it just gets right to the point, and then you put it in front of you and you work on it all day. And it's not a huge paragraph, it's not a huge sentence, it's just one thing, and that word travels with you during the day. So, what do you think you're going to draw?
Okay, well, let's see. I've shuffled for a bit now. Which one do that one? Okay, let's see what that says. All right. Ah, trust.
Ah, that's okay. Delve into that one.
Trust.
That's a little,
Oh,
hmm.
that's a big one. And I was just explaining to a friend of mine who um is having some um health issues. And I was speaking with her husband, and who's also a friend of mine, about my being sovereign with my body and asking my body what it needs and what it wants, and to trust that information,
Yes.
where my mind can be like, ah, no, no, no. It's a matter of trusting what you're hearing, and that your body is going to heal itself, because it can do that.
That's so
That's how
true.
powerful we are.
That it reminded me of no matter what you're thinking of, and you're going to tell somebody something, can you trust them with what you're talking about? And the example is they'll tell you how to run your life. And that's not what you're asking for.
Right.
You're asking, I'm trusting my body and what it's telling me. You don't need to hear everybody's other advice because they know better. It's the
Right.
trust in yourself
Yes.
and your body. Very good.
Yes.
I drew communication,
Oh, well, there it is.
and they both go hand in hand.
Yes, they do. Yes,
Mm.
they do. And it is very key, like we have said before, and recently as well, to be impeccable with your words. Communication is key to understanding what's going on, and to respect somebody else, to communicate with them your boundaries, how you're feeling about something, your sovereignty with your body. Communication is key, and trusting that that communication is going to work both ways.
I
Sometimes
agree.
yes, sometimes no. But again, to be impeccable with your words when you're communicating, and trusting that whatever it is you're saying, the information is getting across.
The thing I've found with communicating is you have to really think before you speak, because words now have different meanings
Yes.
and take on different ideas what you're trying to say. And I limit myself. We were just talking about that. I limit myself to how much I'm speaking because people overreact, people get the wrong idea. And if you just keep everything simple to the point, there's no area that they can misunderstand or not understand what you're saying.
Well, the other thing is too, is that when you're talking to somebody, you trust that what you're saying to them comes across. You have no control over how they're going to perceive what you said. So you must be, with it is your intention with your words, the intention behind your words that matters, that carries that energy of, communicating the right thing. Yes, you're right. There are people that are just not going to get it. That's on them. That's on them, not you.
Yes.
That whole communication.
Oh, so just excuse me.
Okay, that's all right. That's a form of communication too. You're getting their attention. There it is. That's funny. So you want to pull another one?
Yeah.
You do?
Nope. Well, I'm gonna cough for a while. So sorry. I can tell when my eye starts tearing. So it's gonna be a while. You may draw one.
Okay.
Draw one for me.
Draw one for you. Draw one for the final here. So here we go. There we go. That one. That one. Which also is a part of trust. So when you pull a card, you trust that you got the right one. Listen,
Listen.
which is also part of communicating. Obviously, it's kind of a, to listen not only to your own intuition and your own thoughts, but to listen to what that person is trying to communicate back with you and trusting that they're being honest and you're being honest. But listening is all part of the communication as well.
I think listening is so important because I always go back to this. When I was 16 or 17, I tried out for Pacific Bell telephone operator.
Right.
And you have to read these cards and you have people speaking in. You hear the first three words, even though I'm reading what they're saying, I forget that I don't utilize all they've said. Like I'll be there at 10 o'clock tomorrow. You don't wait for the tomorrow.
Right.
And it told me how important that was. When you talk, you need to listen and not just, yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to listen to the whole thing they're saying because just one letter, one word will change the whole meaning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you're right. It's very important. That's how misunderstandings happen.
Exactly. And you pass it on to somebody else, and then it just blows worse. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then, feelings get hurt sometimes and people get angry or whatever. But so I love how this all came together
They did. They
to
really
trust and to
did.
communicate and then to listen, because listening is also very key in understanding what someone's trying to communicate with you and trusting that
What you're hearing is
that
what,
dialogue between the two and trusting what you're hearing and what you're hearing.
yes. Well put. Well put.
Right. So what do you think, my dear?
I think I'm done coughing and I think I'm ready to
Okay.
go.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us on another Rev Talk. And we want to remind you to be gentle with yourself and to be kind to yourself. And to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.